This is all I ever wanted for you. For both of us. It's beautiful.
Well, well, well. Looks like Team Forget Them Both was right all along, as both content creators have lost, from what I can tell, almost all of their sponsors. H3H3 losing definitely more, a long list of them. And I'm going to go through that and kind of just end this. I think they've both decided to end it. I also uploaded the original infamous H3H3 exposed video on my main channel. I did not monetize it. Wouldn't have mattered anyway, since YouTube said it was ineligible. I made it family friendly so as to preserve it. Also, Memology uploaded the original that was taken down off of Keemstar's channel with similar edits. So if you missed that, you know, definitely consider watching it and, you know, enjoying it nonetheless. I've been following this story pretty closely for the past couple of, I don't know, weeks now, and everyone's gotten suspiciously quiet, and the aftermath is pretty destructive for both of them, honestly. If we look at H3H3's main channel, not much has changed. You would think with an influx of all these millions of views that he would have gained thousands of subscribers. He's still down 200%. In subscriber growth over the last 30 days. Maybe some people have hypothesized, and it's entirely possible, that H3H3 Productions realized that their channel was kind of dipping for views, and so they started this up. But, you know, I don't know. May they were already going back up. April, they'll have, what, 25... I'm sorry, in May, so March they were going already, April they were going up at 20. They've already got 25 million, so they've definitely increased that. But if we look back at April, February, February, 0 subscribers. March, minus 10,000. April, minus 20,000. So you can see H3H3's channel was pretty much stagnant and or shrinking, but a giant spike in views because of the drama. You can also see their podcast channel, H3 Podcast. Must be not doing so well. I don't know why that is, honestly. I mean, I was never into it, but I was never into it. So it's not like I tuned out. I saw clips. You know, the JonTron show was an abysmal one, you know. But this show is averaging, you know, they've lost 10,000 subscribers in the last 30 days. The views have absolutely been tanking. They only ever peaked at 10 or 11 million. Then they've dropped all the way down now to just 6 million. Last month. Now, the highlights channel is the one where they make really most of their money, because it's the same business model that Joe Rogan uses. And even this, you can see definitely dipping. You can see they peaked way back in September and August. And the show's been floundering. You know, major subscriber dip in February, from January, December to February. Now it's peaking up a little bit. But in general, the show's been pretty stagnant. We look at Drama Alert. He took the biggest brunt of it, losing, what, 10, 40, 80, 110. So the aftermath, Keemstar losing a giant sponsor in G Fuel. He also lost 110,000 subscribers. Now, I think it's about over for him, as long as he doesn't continue to kick the hornet's nest. I think it's important to point out, allegedly, according to Keemstar, that somebody at YouTube reached out to them and asked them to stop. Now, Keemstar did upload another video after that, so I don't know if they're really heeding the warning, but Ethan has been completely silent on social media. Since that last video he's uploaded, he hasn't really done anything. Here, 25 minutes ago, he retweeted, oh, here we go. Look at this. I will be watching the entire Go Kenru video on Death of H3 on our next podcast. Will be fun. Whoa. Whoa. That's a real-time acknowledgement. H3H3 finally addressing the video. Finally. How you gonna watch it when you keep having it striked? Interesting. Interesting. Now I wonder if they're gonna watch it in its. I mean, they could be watching it on BitChute. This is an interesting take. Is Ethan Klein going to answer for some of the things in that video? Because as I uploaded it, maybe you should watch it beforehand. Obviously, it's, you know, I'd like to point you to the original Go Ken Arrows channel, but the video is no longer there, but his other videos are excellent. So the next H3 podcast will be interesting. We know Ethan can't take criticism. He's especially thin-skinned, and so is Keemstar, and really a lot of people are. I can be thin-skinned too. The question is going to be, is he going to actually address any of it? Is he going to address the idea that he mentioned it? All I want to know is if he mentioned it to Susan. I don't want to think that he went to Susan and was like, there, this video should come down. But if he used it as an example, that would probably explain why they did it. And this comes after what appears to basically be H3H3 losing almost all their sponsors. I mean, you see these, lists going out. You see Nutrafol, hey, thanks for bringing this attention. Nutrafol dropping them. Adam and Eve were dedicated to quality. They dropped them. And then here, this is actually back the last time they made fun of K-pop fans. So this is even before H3H3 kind of was credited with bringing on the sponsor battles of 2020. They had lost Audible a while back. You can see another screenshot here of Nutrafol. And then also here, you see, I hope you still don't support, I hope you aren't still supporting Vile, H3H3, Ethan Klein. And here's Capterra. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We are no longer sponsoring the podcast. I mean, is that everybody? Does he have any sponsors left? Now, do I think Ethan Klein will get more sponsors? Probably. But what's going to happen next time he pisses somebody off? Well, now that the sponsors have bent the knee, this is an approved attack method. I've said people have absolutely, the amount of people increasing their contacts to my sponsors have increased. And you know what? I'm going to shout out a few of them. A free video. You know what? Manscaped has stuck by me. Ridge Wallet has stuck by me. Raid, Shadow Legends has stuck by me. Did I say NordVPN? NordVPN, Displate has stuck by me. So, you know, these are channels, these are sponsors that, at least currently, are standing by their sponsors. In fact, Displate, I think, is working with another friend of mine that you're going to see pretty soon here. I don't like going after people's earnings. I don't like the internet hot take that they're not off limits, because this hurts everybody. Everybody on this list, Capterra, for example, Nutrafol, Audible, every little time that they get brigaded by people, they're going to be less likely to sponsor new people. Here, Klein has a new episode in his podcast where he trashes BTS again, and he's still sponsored by ExpressVPN and MeUndies. Armies, please reach out to them through email. And here's their email. So, I mean, these are K-pop people doing it back in December. So I don't think it's fair really anymore. I don't think it's fair to put this all on Ethan. He escalated it, which flared it all up right now. But K-pop people have been doing this. Here's a little Google Doc with everything, how to contact their sponsors. And, when you're just a little sponsorship employee, you manage brands, getting 100 emails a day is extraordinarily overwhelming. It'll feel like there's millions. And it's very easy to get sponsors to drop people, whether they deserve it or not. And this is what we get. Essentially, Ethan Klein losing most of their sponsors. Keemstar lost most of his sponsors, although today he said he's got a new sponsor. We'll have to see. It looks like they're both going back to their regular content, although Ethan stirring the pot now will be addressing the Go Caneros video. So it's going to be a spicy watch. Probably still not enough to get me to tune in to the H3 podcast. But nonetheless, I'm still on team forget them both. I'm glad, hopefully, that this is all over right now and they both got a good, healthy serving of exactly what they deserve. They got their attention, but they paid the price for it. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.